I would just like to start the show by just saying I am so hurt for Dak Prescott. I want Dak to know that all of us NFL fans are praying for him. We're praying for you, bro. And we hope all goes well in your recovery process. We're looking forward to seeing the return when you walk out of the tunnel and step foot back on the football field. Now, the big talking point that has come out of the Dak Prescott injury that, and part of this is going to hinge and depend upon the recovery of Dak Prescott. But what will free agency look like for Dak coming up this March? He's expected to be fully recovered in 4 to 6 months, which would lead him right into March, right into free agency. A perfect timing recovery process for him, if all goes well. Now the question is, will the Cowboys pay him like they should have done already? Or have we seen the final play of Dak Prescott's Cowboys career? And honestly, the excuses for not giving Dak the money he deserves will be too easy for Jerry Jones now. Because now he can say, oh, he's injured. We don't know if he's going to be dependable. We don't know what his body's going to be like. We don't know what kind of quarterback he's going to be. You should have paid him in the first place. Now you're in a bad spot where people are going to absolutely hate you, Jerry Jones. They're going to hate you. But now the Cowboys can get away with it. Or they can hit him with another franchise tag. But there's a chance that the salary cap next year drops. And the salary cap, average salary for quarterbacks has gone up again. So instead of $32 million, which they paid him this year for the salary, the franchise tag, they would be paying Dak like $38 million to play on the franchise tag. And you're a team that has already paid so many players. Can you afford to franchise tag Dak again? You might either get strapped into paying him or letting him walk away. I want to see Dak back in a Dallas Cowboys uniform. I really do. That's where I think he fits the best. And I love Dak Prescott. I love him. But all I know is I can't wait to see Dak return. I'm so excited for it. I hope all goes well, brother. I hope I doubt you'll see this, but if you do, man, I'm praying for you, and you didn't deserve this. It happens to the best of us. It happens to the worst of us. It could happen to anybody. Just know that us as NFL fans and low people talking in the media, high people talking in the media, we all love and respect you, man. Keep your head up, keep your chin up, and just keep fighting, bro. Now to move away from Dak, what is the outlook for the Cowboys for the rest of the 2020 season? I'll be honest. The Cowboys have not looked good at all this season, in my opinion. But it's not like they have a bad quarterback now. I mean, Dak is hurt now, so their quarterback play is going to go down a bit. But Andy Dalton is not a bad quarterback. He's a solid gap starter. He has a lot of starting experience. He's made it to the playoffs. He's led his team to winning seasons. I think he always got a bad rap. Honestly, he played for the Bengals. I mean, come on. You see what kind of organization that is. They don't have an inside practice facility. They only practice outside all year round. That's ridiculous. This is a professional sports league that you're playing in, and you don't have an indoor practice facility. That's a shame. But he was there for his whole career. Took over after Carson Palmer. They went from Carson Palmer to Andy Dalton. Now Joe Burrow. I mean, for a Cincinnati fan, you've had three very good quarterbacks. I mean, Joe Burrow looks like he could be legit the guy. But there was times when Andy Dalton looked to be possibly a very, very good quarterback in this league. And I think, in the Mike McCarthy offense, he fits well. He's not Dak. He's nowhere near Dak. Dak's one of the top quarterbacks in the NFL, no doubt. But Andy Dalton, he's above average in my opinion. He's around Ryan Tannehill's talent level. He just doesn't get the respect Ryan Tannehill has because Ryan Tannehill did what he did last year. I think Dalton could do a very similar thing, and end up going and getting paid elsewhere. I know John Gruden likes him, but a couple weeks ago I would have said maybe John Gruden wants to move on from Derek Carr, but after yesterday, maybe not. It's going to be interesting to watch throughout the rest of the season. But Andy Dalton is a guy I'm excited to watch because I love Andy Dalton. I watched him play a lot. I'm a Steelers fan. I watched Andy Dalton play a lot. I got a lot of respect for the guy. I like the guy. And I expect the Cowboys to make sure the ball is in the hands of their playmakers, Zeke and Amari Cooper, a lot. I feel like Zeke is going to have so many more touches now that Dak's hurt, and that's not on Dak. That's on the play calling. When you have Dak as a quarterback and you have the receiving core that he has, especially when they get down, they've gotten down so early in so many of these games that you had to start throwing the ball. And while Zeke does catch the ball out of the backfield, he is not like Christian McCaffrey at doing it. He's not like Alvin Kamara at doing it. He's not like a slot receiver for your team. And when you have guys like CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson, Michael Gallup, and Amari Cooper in that receiving core, you're going to throw the ball quite a bit. But with Andy Dalton, Zeke's going to get more touches because they're going to want to use the play action a lot more, so they're going to run it a lot more. Cooper's going to be, he was already the primary target, but he's going to be the guy that gets all the looks every single game because Mike McCarthy wants to keep it simple for Andy Dalton, because I don't think he wants to do this extreme scheme for Andy just because Andy is the backup. But honestly, right now, currently, Zeke is the second best running back in the league just due to a couple other guys getting injured. It's Kamara and then it's Zeke if you don't count anybody that's injured. It's not even. Zeke was he's probably in the top 3 anyways. But Barkley and Christian McCaffrey, you can make a debate on who the top 3 or 4 running backs are, but Zeke is easily in that conversation. So if you put the ball in your playmaker's hand, you play for the NFC East. They won yesterday, even though Dak got hurt, which gives them 2 wins on the year, which makes them, 2-3? In a division that's weak, that has the Eagles, who are an average team, the Giants, who stink, and the Redskins, who have a revolving door at quarterback right now. Yeah, they're in a bad spot, but the Cowboys are not. They're in a good spot for their division. So they could still win the NFC East, even with Dalton at quarterback. And who knows? You get in the playoffs. If you get to the dance, who knows? You could start dancing. So I'm going to be excited to watch them. But I still think they will end up in first place in the NFC East, regardless of whether they have Dak or not.
BB Sports Media.